This is not advice. I'm not your advisor. We're back. Same peanut butter stout. Let's do some more questions. Should I hire a tax guy? In quotes. Hey guys, I've been doing my own tax my whole life, but I'm thinking about paying somebody to take care of them. Most people in your industry, film/television, use a tax guy and swear by it. They all claim they get a bigger return. They do get a bigger return. What you mean is a refund, but probably end up with both. Some years you only have a few W-2s to worry about. Some years you have lots of 1099s. There's not a lot of consistency, but you've also never had much trouble filing via TurboTax. Nothing wrong with TurboTax. Don't let anyone talk shit about TurboTax. It's fine. It's just like kind of expensive, and they make you upgrade if you have like any dividends or capital gains or anything. Is it worth it to hire somebody? Will your return really be bigger if you do? Well, that really depends. Nobody could possibly answer that question. If you're in film and television, you're probably in LA, I'm guessing. Usually pretty expensive. You're probably going to end up spending like $600, $800, $1,000, even if it's pretty simple. But if you are a 1099 employee, there might be some things that are complicated that you don't realize that you're missing, and they might be able to save you money. I'd say if you know someone who has someone that's really good, it can't hurt to talk. Tax person, a CPA, almost always they'll do a free first consultation to get to know you and let you know if you're a fit. And if it feels like it's a fit, try it for 1 year. If it doesn't work out, if you feel like you would have saved the same amount on your taxes as you spent, then don't do it again. But it sounds like you don't really want to do it. Well, you said you never had much trouble. Yeah, I don't know. If you fill in all the same things as the tax person would, you'll get the same refund. Sort of simple. I still haven't received my return for my 2018 taxes. 2 videos in a row. People said return when they meant refund. Is it too late for me to get it? I got married last year, so it was the first time filing jointly with my wife. Because of her name change, they requested you mail it instead of e-filing it. What does that mean? How did they request that? Did you e-file it and then they kicked it back? You did mail it in, but you forgot to sign it. So they mailed it back. They also said maybe multiple months. You still haven't gotten your refund. We want to have it. No, man, you can definitely still get your refund. I mean, if you file the returns they should be sending it to you, you should follow up. But even if you hadn't filed your 2018 taxes at all yet, you could still file them. You can file them up to 3 years back. So, yeah, you should follow up on that, and you should get your refund, not your return. The return's the thing you file. The refund's the money you get. Let's see if we can get 3 in a row. I'd actually searched, and there wasn't another one on the same page asking about returns and refunds. So here we are. Target date funds versus S&P 500 indexing. Newbie here. Just trying to wrap your head around these two concepts. Recently had opened a checking/brokerage account and Roth with Charles Schwab. Good choice. And wanted to start putting money towards them, seeking some wisdom. Is it worth investing in both or just one, or maybe just stick to a target date fund for convenience? All right, so most target date funds are going to have a big portion that are allocated to an S&P 500 index. That's because target date funds, generally speaking, are broadly diversified. What does that mean? That means they've got stocks. And that's, well, you can do the stocks in a million different ways, but there's large cap U.S. stocks. That's like the S&P 500. And they got some small and mid cap U.S. stocks. It's usually less, like maybe a tenth as much as is in kind of S&P 500 large cap stocks. It's got some international stocks. Usually, most target date funds do. Some don't. I've seen it both ways. And then they've got some bonds. Sounds like you're pretty young. Probably not very many bonds, but it's got some bonds. If you invest in both, you'll basically just be having more in the S&P 500 than if you didn't have any target date funds. So you'd basically be making a call that you think the S&P 500 is a better place to have more of your money. I think you're probably not in a spot where it makes sense for you to make that call right now. It sounds like you're at the beginning of educating yourself. I'd probably just stick with the target date funds for that reason. But I mean, the S&P 500 has outperformed the rest of the parts of those target date funds for the last 10 years. So if you're looking and saying, hey, I want to do the thing that worked out for the last 10 years for the next 10, be my guest. Will it work out? I don't know, flip a coin. But that's the difference. That's how you should decide.